Welcome to this beginner-friendly morning yoga class, which is going to be a nice, simple way of waking up and stretching out through the whole body. You don't need any particular props for this practice, just a comfortable surface to practice on, and let's get started lying on our backs. So both feet will come to plant, the knees pointing straight up, and the spine settling into the mat. Begin by closing the eyes, taking one deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then softly closing the lips, again a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose as well. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky as if you were going to tickle the ceiling. And on the exhale, begin to bring the arms up overhead as if you were going to touch the backs of the hands to the floor. They may or may not touch. And then inhale, fingertips back up towards the sky. And exhale, the arms back alongside the body. One more time like this. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale them overhead. Inhale back to the sky, and exhale alongside your body. Now as you inhale, bring them back up, and this time lift the right foot as well, pulling the right knee in towards the chest as close as possible. And then exhale, extend that leg up towards the sky, as again you bring the backs of the hands closer to the ground. Inhale, rebend the knee towards the chest as the arms come up, and exhale, everything comes back down. Second side, inhale, the arms go back up as you pull the left knee in. Exhale, extend that leg up towards the sky, point the toes, reach overhead. Inhale, bring everything back up and back in. And exhale, set it all down. One more time to each side. Inhale, the right knee comes in. Exhale, straighten that leg. Maybe it goes a little straighter this time. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, touch down. Last time on the left, inhale, exhale to straighten, inhale, and exhale, bring everything down. Really nice. This time let's hug the right knee in towards the chest. You could give it a little rock, left and right within the socket. Keep your left foot planted, or if you would like to extend it any amount, you're very welcome to do so. Just the right hand will hold the knee now. Bring your left hand onto your left hip to kind of pin it down as you open that right knee out towards the side. And then exhale, switch hands, left knee onto the right hand. Bring your right arm out towards the side as you twist the knee over towards the left. And return to center. Release that knee, second side, hugging the left knee in, giving it that little rock. You can begin to extend that right leg if you'd like, pointing through the toes. The left hand holds the left knee, the right hand pins the right hip down as the knee opens out towards the side. And then switching hands to find your twist. Return to your back. Plant through both feet, arms back alongside the body, palms facing down, and we squeeze the glutes to lift them off of the mat, coming into a half bridge pose. Reach them as high as they'll go, take a big exhale, and then inhale to lower just halfway. Once again, exhale, squeeze to lift, even higher this time. And inhale to lower halfway, just two more like this. Exhale to squeeze and lift. Inhale, releasing halfway down. Last time, make it count as you squeeze. And roll yourself all the way down. Beautifully done. You can hug both knees in towards the chest. Again, give yourself just a little rock, massaging the lower back. And then either catching hold behind the thighs to roll yourself up, or you could simply replant the feet and roll yourself to one side as we press ourselves up and into an all fours position. So our shoulders are over our wrists and our hips are over our knees. Let's begin with a wrist stretch here. So lean yourself forwards over those wrists, and then exhale, sit back towards your heels. Take that a few more times. As you inhale, imagine you're gazing over the side of a cliff. And then exhale back away from it. Keep going. Let's take one more. And bringing yourself back to center. This time, let's turn the fingertips so that both hands are facing outwards. Left hand faces left, right hand faces right. And this time we sway side to side. So as the hips go in one direction, the shoulders go in the other, we're creating these diagonals, these awkward diagonals with the body. And then replant your hands facing the correct way, I'll call it, with the both sets of fingertips facing forwards. And then bring your left fingertips over towards the upper right corner of the mat. And again, start to sit yourself back down towards your heels. Maybe you lower your right elbow to the mat, feeling a gentle stretch into the left side body. Take one more breath here. Really expanding the space between the ribs on the inhale. And exhale to gently come back up, replacing that left hand, the right fingertips going towards the upper left corner of the mat, creating that reach. And again, starting to sit yourself back, lowering any amount through that left elbow. And breathe. And let's lift ourselves back up, coming to all fours, ready for our cat and cow. Inhaling to arch through the spine as we lift the crown of the head, lift the tailbone. And then exhale to round everything. Chin comes towards the chest and we push the mat away. Take a few more rounds with your breath, inhaling to arch and exhaling to round. And you can keep going with your classic cat-cow, or if you'd like to turn this into a circle by bringing the ribs over towards the left and then dipping them down towards the mat, over to the right, and rounding towards the sky. Just one more time in this direction. You can allow the elbows to kind of naturally bend. And then let's go back the other way. Ribs come towards the right, towards the mat, the left, and finally back up and finish your second circle. And release. Let's tuck through both sets of toes. As we sit back towards the heels, you could absolutely keep your hands on the mat, pressing yourself backwards, intensifying the stretch into the feet, which I know is quite intense, especially in the morning. Or you can walk yourself back, bringing the fingertips a little bit closer towards your knees. You might even rest the hands onto your thighs, taking a few rolls back of the shoulder as we hold whatever we have for 3 breaths. You can do it. Just one more breath. Stay with it. And then release. Coming back to an all fours position, untucking the toes, giving a little tap of the tops of the feet onto the mat. And then re-tuck the toes, but this time just so that we can lift up through the knees, coming to a standing forward fold towards the back of our mat, with our knees generously bent, letting your head hang heavy, shaking out the neck, Fingertips can be on the mat to start out. And then let's catch hold of opposite elbows with our hands, allowing the upper body to feel even heavier over those legs. Relax through your jaw, release through the shoulders. And as we release hold of the elbows, we'll start to roll our way up to stand. Take your time here, pressing down through all four corners of both feet. Once you've arrived, you can again take a few rolls of those shoulders back. And then take a small stride forward with your left foot, angling the right foot out slightly. So we're coming to a pretty short pyramid pose here. With our hands on our hips, just check to make sure that your hips are pointing straight ahead. There's a tendency for one of them to want to open up, but we're trying to keep them nice and level here. So as we inhale, let's look up to the sky, creating this mini back bend in the upper back. As we exhale, keeping both legs straight, let's lean our torso forward. So we might not come very far, that's fine. We're looking for a bit of a stretch into the back of that front leg. So go to where you can. Let's do that one more time, working stability and balance as well as we inhale to look up towards the sky. And then exhale to lean ourselves forwards, and maybe we come a little bit further this time. Keep pressing into the feet as we lift ourselves up. We're going to balance on this front left leg now. Take a step forwards and pull the right knee in towards the chest. So you can squeeze through your left glute, flex through that right foot, keeping this lifted leg nice and active for 3, 2, and 1. And then step that right foot down. We end up in a pyramid pose with the other leg forwards. Again, you can angle this back leg out just a little bit towards 45 degrees. Hands on the hips to make sure that we're nice and straight. Inhale, we'll look up towards the sky. And exhale, we start to lean ourselves forwards, and we just notice where we naturally stop. And one more time. Inhale, lift yourself up. Maybe you go a little bit further back. And on the exhale, maybe you come a little bit further forwards, still keeping the hips nice and level. One breath in. One breath out. Once again, we straighten up. Find your tall spine. Crown of the head is reaching tall. You can keep the hands on the hips for now as we look down at our right foot. Intentionally transfer the weight into it as we pull the left knee up towards the heart. Lift it higher. Squeeze those right glutes. Flex the left foot. Holding here, lifting higher. 3, 2, and 1. And then replant that foot. Take a moment if you'd like to step it out, to shake things off. And let's bring the chin towards the chest, and one vertebrae at a time. Allow the body to start to roll its way back down to the mat. Soften the knees, rolling down through the upper back, mid-back, lower back. Eventually, the fingertips will start to graze the mat, and we can lower one knee at a time, making our way back into all fours. And then sitting back towards child's pose. So we bring the big toes together, widen the knees as much as you would like, or as little as you would like, and start to walk the upper body forwards. You can rest the forehead down on the mat, or if it's floating, you can make a little pillow with your hands. 3 breaths here. And let's walk ourselves back to a tall seat. We're going to bring the knees closer in towards one another so that we can set ourselves off to the right, and I'll just turn to the side here so both of our legs are kind of off at this zigzag off to the left here. The left fingertips are resting down beside us as we reach the right arm up and over. Palm of the hand facing forwards. Think about pushing that shoulder up towards the sky, creating even more opening down that side body and into the right hip. And then bring that right hand, the one that's in the sky, onto your left knee as you back away from that leg, rounding the back. So chin comes towards the chest. And straighten back up and just bring yourself into a gentle twist so you can keep the hand on the knee and the left fingertips go somewhere off behind you. Look over the left shoulder. One breath in and out. Let's bring both hands behind us now as we bring the legs out in front, squeezing them together as we knock the knees side to side. So a nice little wake up for the hips and the lower back. And then we'll zigzag our legs off towards the right this time, setting your right fingertips down somewhere beside you, reaching the left arm up and over. Keep that palm facing forwards. Relax the right ear towards the shoulder. And then the hand in the sky comes to find your right knee, rounding the spine. Think about pushing away from that right leg. Keep the hand on the knee as you sit straighter up and turn yourselves over your right shoulder. Find your twist. And gently release. Come to any comfortable seat as we release a little bit more into the neck, bringing the left ear back towards the left shoulder. Bring the left hand on top of the head and really make that right shoulder heavy. Imagine that right arm is just dead weight. Imagine someone is pulling on your right hand, pulling it straight through the ground. And then turn your chin to face down towards your left shoulder, holding onto the back of the head now. And keep the head where it is, but simply release your left hand and rock your chin over towards the right, and back towards the left, towards center, and lift it up. Now release right ear towards right shoulder, adding on the weight of that right hand. Again, someone is pulling on your left hand, weighing that left shoulder down. Turn the chin to look down towards the right shoulder, hand on the back of the head. And then the head stays where it is as we release that right arm. Rock the chin to the left, back to the right. Find your center. Lift it up. Let's roll the shoulders back a few final times. Really opening up through the chest, through the heart. Before finally sweeping the arms up overhead, bring the palms together. And on your exhale, bring them down to the heart, saluting and thanking yourself for rolling out the mat this morning. Well done. I would love to know if you enjoyed this practice, and I do hope to practice with you again very soon. Have a wonderful day.